Hey there. So I wanted to take a moment just to kind of walk you through your SheShow, what that's going to look like, how it works, kind of coach you a little bit through that process. So I do have everything put together for you, all of the tools, the resources, the scripts, everything like at your fingertips. So you know exactly what to say, who to say it to, when to say it, everything. I coach you through the whole process, but I wanted to kind of just give you a quick like overview and give you some tips and things for this to run smoothly. So first, I wanted to just kind of walk you through what a SheShow is. So a SheShow is basically like a Facebook party. And so all of your guests are going to be added into a Facebook group. And I do all the posting, all of that stuff for you. So you don't have to worry about any of that, but you will be helping me kind of interact and communicate with your guests. And I'm going to teach you how to coach them, because then you're going to learn how to do that when you're hosting your own events and things. So every day has a theme. And so a SheShow runs Monday through Friday. Each day is a different theme, like it's Makeup Monday, Tutorial Tuesday, Skin Wellness Wednesday, and so on. And so each day I have specific posts that go out, and they're very strategic to kind of cover a range of different products and things that we provide. So it's teaching you more about those things, but it's also teaching your guests, introducing them, exposing them to what your business has to offer. So every day has themes, but there's a couple main things. So on Tuesday night, we have our Skin Scan Social Live. That is like the biggest event of the week, is the Tuesday night live. And that is where they're going to get to download the Skin Analyzer, Mary Kay Skin Analyzer app on their phone, and they're going to scan themselves. And so we're going to go live, myself and a few of the other directors. We go live each week on Tuesday nights, and we walk them through how to scan themselves. So they'll already have it downloaded on their phone. I'm going to show you how to instruct them how to do that. And so they're going to have it ready to go. They're going to watch the live stream. I tell them, or I have you tell them to make sure they like watch the live stream like on a different device, because they'll want to use their phone for their scan. And so if that's possible, if they can grab a computer or a laptop or an iPad or a, your husband's phone or something. But will walk them through how to scan themselves, how to understand their results, and how to understand the recommendations, teaching them about the recommendations that the app makes for them specifically. And so it's a really cool event. It is a really, 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 really important to have them on that event with you on Tuesday nights, if possible, if they're able to, because that's where you're going to get your referrals, where we give them the opportunity to enroll friends and family, nominate them to receive bestie bags. And I will teach you what to do with those names and numbers when they send them to you. But that's a way you're going to grow your business and branch out, is with those referrals. And so them attending on Tuesday night makes a big difference for you to get those. It's also going to be more of that like personal interaction time with them, versus them just kind of commenting on posts and stuff throughout the week. So Tuesday night is a really, really big deal. So you definitely want to have them on live if possible. And so I'm going to coach you through how to introduce that to them, how to help them get their app downloaded, all of those kind of things. So there'll be lots of giveaways. I will handle the giveaways. So there's going to be a giveaway on Monday. I will do a like kickoff giveaway. So on Friday, I will make the first post, like the welcome post. And so when you invite people, this is kind of how I would love for you to invite them individually, not just sending out like a mass message to a whole bunch of people, because we get those messages all the time. And how often do we take them seriously or really even pay attention to them, because we don't think it's important when it's just been sent out to a bunch of other people, right? So individually reaching out to people. I do give you scripts on what to say, but personalizing it to that person makes a really big difference. So for sure, using their name and just personalize it to maybe just something you've been talking to them about, or something you noticed on Facebook that their kids doing soccer, whatever, however you want to personalize it to them, for a couple of reasons. One, because it's going to grab their attention more, and they're going to feel like they're more likely to respond to you. But also too, because if you copy and paste the same message, if you're sending this to everybody on Facebook, Facebook will put you in jail if you are in Facebook jail. If you are sending the same message to a bunch of people, the exact same message. So even just tweaking it with just their name will help with that. But if it's the exact same message over and over and over again, then they will not let you send messages out anymore. It'll say all those people did not receive your message because it just stopped sending it. So things that Facebook does to protect us from scammers and things like that, which is nice, but things that we have to pay attention to when we're inviting lots of people to an event. So you do want to invite way more people than that you actually want to participate, because really on average about half of the people who say yes, so not half the people you invite, but half the people that say yes will actually participate in the event. That's just how it goes with virtual things. So inviting way more than what you want to have attend and also participate is ideal, but individually messaging them, personalized if you can. I mean, sending them a text message is sometimes going to get their attention better than like a Facebook message. Calling them, oh my gosh, if you call them, like that's a game changer. If you see them in person at work, like any way that you can communicate with them that is not just Facebook messages all the time, that does make a really big difference. A voice memo, like even if it's on Facebook and you send them a voice memo or on the phone or whatever, those kind of things make a difference too. So that's the first tip when inviting people. There is going to be a registration form. I'm going to create the registration form for you. And then later on, I do teach you how to create your own registration forms. You can duplicate the ones I have or keep using this one or whatever you want to do. But the registration form, you and I will both have access to it. So I'll add you as a collaborator. If you have a Gmail account, I use Google Forms, Google Drive for everything. So if you have a Gmail, I'll just add you as a collaborator. Otherwise, I will send you the responses. So it'll be on a spreadsheet form. You'll be able to see the responses as they come in. But what this form does is it gives you all of their contact information so that you're able to add them into InTouch as one of your clients. That's a whole nother training. I'll show you that later. But that's really important to get that information from them so that you've got them in your client base. Also, it's going to give me the information I need to mail them their prizes when they receive prizes. So they get I'm doing the giveaway on Monday, and then I do the giveaway Tuesday during the live. Everybody that's on live goes into the giveaway at the end, but then I also will mail them a glam pack from me if they are on live on Tuesday night, as they have the option to watch the replay if they want to, or they just can't be on live. But if they are on live, I will mail them a glam pack for you to them. And so that's another gift that they can get on Tuesday. Thursday, there's a giveaway, and then I do a giveaway at the very end for everybody who interacted throughout the week. So that gives me their addresses. So my assistant Shannon can get those prizes out. We're not having to like track down all the people and their addresses. The other thing that it does is they're going to answer some questions about some of the things that they're interested in learning more about. And you're going to be able to use that during the SheShow. So if you're like, oh, Kelly really wants to learn about the lip glosses. Okay, I'm going to tag her in this post that's about the lip glosses so she can watch that video or whatever, those kind of things. So that's just another way you can personalize the experience to your guests, because your communication with them is going to be really critical in the success of your SheShow. So those side conversations, the communication, all the messages that I'm going to have you send them, like all of that will literally make or break your SheShow, because you could do nothing the whole SheShow and you might get some bites here and there just because of the posts, but really, like, to maximize your results, you want to have that communication going with them, and building that relationship even more with them throughout the process, because then they're going to feel more comfortable coming to you with questions and learning more about the products. So communication makes a really, really big difference. So registration form will be there for you to use as a tool. And then on Friday, you're going to want to have all your guests registered in the Facebook group. So in the script I give you, you give them the link to the Facebook group so that they can find it. They can join the group themselves. You'll also want to go into the group and invite them, just to make it a little bit easier on them too. Sometimes they'll get the notification in their notifications. Sometimes they don't. I don't know if Facebook's weird about that. If you ever noticed that when people invite you to things, you're like, I never got a notification. Like, I don't know. So it's like disappears into the world somewhere. So sending them the link, you sending an invite helps to kind of cover that. But then later, like making sure that all of your guests actually that are attending, that are planning to attend the SheShow, making sure they're actually in the group, because sometimes I'll have guests that are like, yeah, I'll attend that. And then like, they don't join the group. And I'm like, well, it's kind of important for you to be in the group. So following up with them, making sure they get in there so they get their rewards and yada, yada. So I track, like when I do my own SheShows, and I had, this is another training that you'll be able to video, you'll be able to watch, where I just grab, you can do it on a notebook piece of paper if you want to for now. Or what I do is I do like a spreadsheet in my Google Drive, like the Google Sheets. And I just put all the names of everybody that I'm inviting and who said yes and who's in the group, and just kind of track people that way, to help make sure that I'm on top of all my communication with people. So, so if you are a little OCD like myself, that is another idea for you, to keep track of people and all that communication, because when you're doing things virtually, it's a lot of communication. So using that as a way to track will make a difference. So you'll want all your guests to be in the group by Friday. The Friday before the SheShow. So the SheShow, kicks off with Makeup Monday, but the Friday before that is when I'd start the pre-show post. So I have one post that goes out on Friday, and it's my welcome video. And my welcome video just kind of explains what a SheShow is, what this is going to look like, how they can get free stuff. So it's really important for them to watch that video. But what I do is I will tag everybody that's in the group in that post. That's the only time that I do that. But what it does is it helps with the algorithm. When they've been tagged in a post in a group, they're more likely to see that post, but they're also more likely to see other posts. And then they're going to go ahead and comment on that post that they've watched the video or whatever, to go into the giveaway. And so there's pre-show posts that go out throughout that weekend. So Friday's the welcome post. Saturday is the just kind of tips and some instructions. There's like 2 posts that just kind of give them some basics of the event. And then Sunday are going to be introductions. So me introducing myself and then introducing themselves. And so all of those posts, if they're commenting and interacting on those posts throughout the weekend, they're going to go into the very first giveaway that's on Monday. And so the messages that I have you send out to them, remind them of that. Like, hey, make sure you comment on the post over the weekend, because you're going to go into the first giveaway on Monday. That helps with the algorithm. So everything I do, strategic is in my top 5 in my Gallup strengths. So everything I do has a strategy to it. There's a reason. It's not just thrown in there for fun. Like, there is a reason behind it. So them commenting on those posts and stuff over the weekend helps with the algorithm, because then when they're commenting on things, Facebook says, oh, they like things in this group, I'm going to show it to them. Because just because they're in the group doesn't mean they're going to get a notification when I post something in there. Doesn't mean it's going to show up in their feed. But if they are interacting in the group, it does, because Facebook's showing them things that they think that they're interested in. So them commenting over the weekend sets them up for the week. So the messages that I'm having you send them are really important, because that's alerting them that they are able to get into that first giveaway. I send them one message from me in the beginning, just to introduce myself as their beauty tour guide and let them know, like, I'm just opening up a line of communication. So if you've got questions and things, you can definitely reach out. And I just kind of introduce myself real quick. The reason that I do that, one, is to help communicate with them for you, so that they're able to ask me questions and you questions and that kind of thing. But 2, because since I'm the one doing all of the posting, that also helps with the algorithm if Facebook has seen them talk to me, because That's another thing that's showing them, like the posts are going out from my account. So if I've had a recent conversation with them, they're more likely to see the post. So again, with the strategy. Okay, so they will get that one message from me, but otherwise I don't send any of those messages out throughout the week. So I have them all like typed out for you what to say when to them. And so it's really important that you send those messages out because I'm not doing it. I don't want to overload them with communication from both of us. So you're sending that out to them. So throughout the week, you're going to interact with them on the comments in the group during the SheShow. That'll be important. You can use the registration form, that the things that they filled out that they're interested in, you can use that to tag them in the post to like personalize the experience. And then let's see, in the stuff that I type out for you to send them messages, there is a message that's going to go out to them on Monday to let them know, like, hey, we're going to be doing this live on Tuesday. It's really important. It's super cool. You get to scan yourself. If you don't know what the scan is, really briefly, it is awesome. It's something where they can scan their face and it's going to tell them where their collagen is breaking down the fastest and where the discoloration is starting to occur and where they have some uneven texture. Like it's amazing. Really the only place that I know of to get a scan done like this is to go to a dermatologist's office and pay for it. So the fact that they're getting to experience that for free is a really big deal. So Monday, you're kind of letting them know about that. The scan social, we do this every Tuesday, whether there's a SheShow running or not. This is just always in place every week. And that is on that we live stream that into that beautification Facebook group that we have. And so they're going to want to join the beautification Facebook group to watch that. That way, when we have lots of different SheShows happening at the same time, all the SheShow people can join in that group and it's just live streamed into one place. Or, if there's not a SheShow going on, you just invite a guest to it on a Tuesday night, like it's just streamed into that one place. But that beautification group we use as a tool to help you layer those guests even past the SheShow with our posts and things that we do in there. It's all, again, strategically set up to help you stay in front of the people in your life and helping them stay exposed to our products and what we have to offer. So it's good to have them in that group too. So they're going to join that group. So on Monday, we're telling them, go ahead and join the event. I say join the event. I don't say join the group just because event sounds like less of a commitment than joining a group. I don't know why. That's just like a weird thing in my head. So I tell them to go ahead and join the event ahead of time so that you're in there, you're ready to go when we go live tomorrow night. So that's part of your script that you're sending them. Then there's a script you're sending them on Tuesday that gives them the information of the app to download. I don't give them the information, like I don't usually give people the information about the app to download until the day of their appointment, because I don't want them downloading it way ahead of time and then playing with it and figuring it out all on their own and then thinking like, well, I don't really need to join any live thing. I got this. Which even though it's pretty self-explanatory to figure out, but there's still other things that we teach them about it, and especially about the products that they wouldn't know on their own. So there's still things they're going to learn, but they don't know that, right? Like they don't understand that fully. So I don't want them like downloading it way ahead of time and playing with it before the event. So you'll give them that information on Tuesday so they can download it. And then I do tell you like 30 minutes before to reach out to them and say like, hey, just a reminder, the Scan Social is going to start in 30 minutes. Did you download the app okay? Or were you able to download the app or something? Just asking them a question about making sure that they got the app downloaded, because they're going to want to have that ready to go when we go live, because we kind of jump right into it. So that 30-minute message, it may seem like a lot of communication, but it's really, really important, because when you think about it, like think about yourself. Like there's so many times that we'll say like, oh yeah, we'll attend that virtual party or that Facebook thing or that whatever. And like when it's virtual, like our day goes by so fast. We have so much life going on. We've got kids running around like crazy. So there's just a lot of life. And so when there's something virtual, like we want to attend it, but it's really easy to miss it, right? Because you don't have to like leave your house. Like if it was an appointment, you had to go somewhere, the whole day you're mentally preparing, like I need to leave by this time to get there. But when it's virtual, you're not doing that. So it's really easy for like dinner to come and go and get kids ready for bed. And like, you just totally forgot to jump on the live. So don't send a message out to them on Tuesday morning and then don't, not say anything to them the rest of the day, because they will forget to jump on the live, even though they want to, like, even though they're intending to, it's really easy for them to forget about it. So sending out that 30-minute message, making sure they got the app downloaded, will be really beneficial for both you and them. They're going to appreciate it, because I would, if it's me, because I'm one of those people that's going to be like, oh shoot, I was giving Eli a bath and I just totally spaced it off. So those reminders help them more than anything. So I do tell you in there to send out 30-minute reminders before like the lives and things like that. And you can send them a text message instead of a Facebook message. Another thing I pay attention to when I do my SheShows, like when I'm sending out messages to the guests, like if I have a hostess, and like I'm paying attention, like do they actually, I love that Facebook shows you that someone can see your post, so your message. So I know like, okay, they saw that at least, even if they didn't respond, they saw it. So I pay attention that if they didn't see it, I'm sending them a text message. Like I want to make sure that they got information. So don't send a message about the social and give them all the instructions and then don't ever check back to see if because they might not have even checked their Facebook messages. They might not have any idea. So a text message, phone call, again, voice memos, anything you can do to kind of change it up a little bit to grab their attention, because we live in a world with lots of communication coming at us. And so it's necessary for us to really get something done in the virtual world, to have that communication coming at us consistently, because it's usually things that we want to do, or we want to learn about, or we want to hear, or like, even with when I have like some of my favorite stores do sales and things, and they send me like text messages and emails and stuff in the mail, and like I'm glad that they do that, because otherwise like I really wanted to participate in that sale and I would have totally forgot about it if I didn't get that last minute text or whatever. So lots of communication is a good thing. Let's see, making sure I'm not forgetting anything here. I do give you instructions on how to close them. Afterwards, you can post like, thank you for your order. Like you've been a part of Facebook parties, I'm sure, where people are like, thanks for the order. And they're, posting little cute pictures and they tag people in them. So that kind of stuff. Even earlier in the event, like if people are placing orders with you after the Tuesday night scan, post those pictures in there. Like you are more than welcome to post pictures in your SheShow and do that. So posting that and tagging them, but saying something, to them. And I give you like an idea of a script to say, but personalize it to like, oh my gosh, you're going to love that microderm set, blah, 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 whatever. So you're going to post those kind of things to kind of rally other people, to like remind them to order. I do give you images to use. I give you a little link to a Dropbox that has a bunch of images in it that you can use in your instructions link that I send you. Let's see, after the SheShow, I turn your group. I give it a few days or so, and then after the SheShow, I'll turn your group into your client group. So this group will stay yours. So it'll turn into like your VIP skin and makeup group, and then you're the admin. It is your group. So you can. I have a really cute because I have like a cute cover picture on there for you for your SheShow. I have a new client one for you that I'll switch out, and then I'll change the name. But you are welcome to change the picture. You're welcome to change the name. You're welcome to I change the description of the group for you. I do all that for you, so you don't have to like think of what to do. But I will not be offended if you go in and you change it all. That's totally fine, because it's your group. You can continue adding people to it. You can continue utilizing it for your VIP client purposes. So that is what this group kind of launches you in your business, and then you have it there to use going forward. But then our Glam Fam, we do like group SheShows, like once or twice a month. So anybody, like you can of course add them to your client group, but anybody that didn't, you like maybe forgot to invite to your SheShow, or you thought of later, or you met later, or whatever, you can invite them to one of our group SheShows. We if there's people that like said that they wanted to attend the SheShow, that your kickoff SheShow, and they just didn't interact at all, you're like, where did they go? That happens. And so you're able to reach out to them if you want to. Like I recommend reaching out to them and saying, hey, I know last week got super busy. I'm not sure if you got a chance to really participate or check everything out as much as you wanted to. Just wanted to let you know we have a SheShow going on these dates. So if you want a chance to be able to get some more of the free stuff, we're going to do because when I do the group giveaways, we do tons of free stuff because there's a lot more people in the group. And so you could say that if she wants another chance to win some stuff, you can invite her to the next SheShow. So just because, like, I think that's one of the biggest tips I can give us in the virtual world when we're working with people, is that just because someone was invited to something and they didn't interact, or they didn't participate, or they didn't respond back, or they didn't whatever, does not mean they're not interested. Like if they tell you I'm not interested, then that means they're not interested. But just because they didn't actually participate or comment on anything just means they got busy. Like they have life happening. There's plenty of parties I'm invited to that I'm like, I really would have liked participating in that, but I just couldn't. I didn't have time, we're on vacation or whatever. And so reaching out and just saying, hey, I don't know if you got a chance to really participate as much as you wanted to, but I just wanted to give you another opportunity. If you wanted it, feel free to say no. Like I always give people an out so that they're comfortable. But so utilizing that after your kickoff SheShow and every SheShow going forward, if you've got people that you invited and they just didn't participate, like invite them to the next one. Like that's totally okay. The scan socials, if they weren't able to attend during your SheShow, like they weren't able to attend live, they don't have to attend a whole SheShow again to go to attend the scan social on Tuesday night. You can just say, we're doing another scan social on Tuesday night. If I know you didn't get a chance to actually watch live this Tuesday, so if you still want to get scanned, then you're welcome to join us on Tuesday night. Is that something you'd want to do? So still like utilizing those same people and then getting them to the next thing is a good idea. So there you go. There's my tips for your success with your kickoff SheShow. And again, I have everything all typed out and ready for you. But if you have questions, reach out to me. I'll be obviously there the whole process, helping you with everything. So it's going to be fun.